Hello everybody. Today we have a 2022 Volkswagen GTI with the DSG, and I haven't seen a single video of how to actually service it, so I'm gonna do a step-by-step. It's probably a lot easier with the lift, of course. Since my car is pretty low, I can't really get to it underneath, but maybe you can drive up on some ramps to get underneath it. It's gonna be tight though, but we have some DSG fluid here from Liquid Moly. I got the kit, so it comes with the filter, the gasket, both drain plugs, all the crush washers. We also have the little fill tool here that's gonna screw up underneath the transmission, make filling a lot easier. We also got the OBD11 here to check the temperature on that after. And to fill it, I'm gonna use this little vacuum line here. I'm gonna get something going here with the transmission flush pump. So I'll show you all that later, but I'm pretty sure a hand pump is gonna be straightforward. I don't have one laying around though, so that's what I'm gonna go with. And yeah, let's get to it. We have the car on the scissor lift right now. You want to make sure the car is in park, handbrakes are applied, and have yourself a drain bucket or a pan, whatever one you're using. And we're going to start off by taking this panel off. Volkswagen calls it the noise insulation. So this will give us access to the drain plug on this side here. The other one's right here. The T25 Torx, I was able to get the insulation panel removed, giving us access to our second drain plug right here. The big plug is going to be a 14mm hex right here, and the smaller one's going to be a 6mm hex. You want to remove the bigger drain plug first. Some fluid's going to come out, but not all of it, because there's going to be a level plug that you have to also screw out, and then that's going to drain all the fluid on this side, and then you make your way over to that side. Just got the big plug removed. You're going to want to let that drain first. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to take the level plug out afterwards. You're gonna see it right underneath there. I'm gonna record that once this is dripping. I'm gonna try and record this the best I can since I'm the only one here and I only got two hands. So the level plug is actually also a 6mm hex. So I'm actually gonna take that out. I also realized it's gonna be, I have it finger tight. There's already a second service I've done on this DSG. Slowly unscrew it. There we go, you can see it. I'm gonna let all that drain out now. And that's the level plug right here. They say you have to replace this, but this is my personal car. I don't really care. I'm gonna reuse this. I'm gonna finger tighten it back up there. Since the torque spec's only like 3 newton-meters, I'm just gonna do what I did before because it worked perfectly fine. So that's that. We're gonna let that drain, and then we're gonna move over to the other side, and then we can do the filter, which is up there. I'll show you guys that after. Second one's straightforward. No level sensor, nothing, just a plug. You want to make sure you replace both crush washers. Since mine came with 2 new plugs, new washers, doesn't really matter what happens to these here. I'm gonna let this drain here. I'm gonna start removing the filter over here. Still got oil residue from the last service I did. There's gonna be a heat shield around it that's gonna come off with the filter. And the size is gonna be a 24 millimeter. I forgot how messy this gets, but we have to filter out. You might want to have some brake clean on hand, because once I get that new filter in there, I might get this all sprayed out. There's DSG fluid everywhere, all over the place, along the dog bone, along the subframe. So I'm gonna spray all that down, but you can really see this is around 32,000 miles service. Filter is supposed to be white, and that is a little grayish there. I'm pretty sure that's all normal. So we're gonna get this swapped over and sprayed down, and then we can start the filling process, and hopefully that doesn't get messy as well. You can really see the difference now. Nice and white. Pretty gray over here. Make sure you get the new O-ring on there, lube it all up with the old oil. These are all the specs for the plugs. Like I said, overflow pipe is going to be 3 millimeters. Drain plug, this is for the bigger one, it's 45 millimeters. There's a smaller drain plug, it's 10 millimeters plus 45-degree turn. Got the small plug all inserted, torqued down to spec. Now you want to insert the level plug. Like I said, I'm only going to do this finger tight. Now we're going to install the fill plug, hook up the machine, start filling it up. I can probably record how I have it all set up, how I'm going to run it, but I'm the only person here, so I won't be able to show you the full process. Drained out all the old fluid. Make sure all the old fluid is out if you're using a machine. You want to make sure you shake every single bottle before you use it. We're gonna start with one. We're gonna shake it. We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna let it flow through real quick, bleed out any old fluid in here, and then I'm gonna hook this up on the fill tool and see how that goes. So basically, right on the 6th bottle, I got everything ready. I had my plug on the socket. After it was all filled up, you want to slowly remove the fill tool until like it starts leaking out. And the second you have it out, you want to switch it out and put the plug in there. You want to try and lose as little fluid as possible. And now that that's all done, I have it slightly tightened because we're going to have to loosen this one again. We're going to lower down the car, hook up the OBD11, and I'll let you guys know the temperatures here in a second where you're going to do all that stuff. We brought the car down so we can engage all the gears. If you're doing this on stands, I would leave it up there because you're going to have to go underneath again and pull that plug. But now that we're in here, we're going to start the car. I'm actually going to first plug in the OBD11 and already make my way into the transmission module. We're looking for transmission oil temp. You want to pull the plug when it's at 95 to 113 Fahrenheit. Basically, once you're in the app, you want to make your way to vehicle, down to control units, down to transmission, live data. And here I made it much easier by searching up fluid temperature. And here's where you can see live data of your transmission temperature through the OBD11. Now that we got the OBD hooked up, we're going to turn the car on. We're going to cycle through all the gears. Drive, neutral, reverse, and sport. And you want to make sure your AC is off and your heating is off. We're going to leave the car running. After we switch through all the gears, we want to have 3-second period in each gear. After that, we're going to lift it up, pull the plug when it's between 35 to 45 Celsius. And you're going to see that on the OBD. Basically, after I cycled through all the gears, my fluid temperature is too high. It's at 38 Celsius. So I turned off the car. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit. I have ignition on, so I'm gonna monitor the fluid. I'm gonna wait till it comes down. Of course, Florida weather isn't helping with that, but I got the ladder here, so I'm gonna have the bucket underneath. I'm gonna wait. The second it's in a safe temperature area, I'm gonna turn the car on. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna pull the plug. I didn't get to record the other steps, but basically once the temperature was in a safe level, I started the car up, and then I went underneath and pulled the big plug and let the fluid drain until it stopped. Like, it will stop pretty quickly. You'll know when like it's in the safe range and like the level's set. It will pour and then it will stop right away, and that's right when I threw the plug back on there, and that's basically it. The temperature was in range, 35 to 45 Celsius. I pulled the plug underneath real quick, let it drain until it stopped, threw the plug on there and torqued it down, and that's pretty much it. I did reverse order after that. I put the panel underneath back on there, lowered the car down, and pretty much we're good to go now. Hope you guys found this video useful, because when I first did this last year, I didn't find a video, so I kind of had to do my own learning. But since this is my second time, I kind of know what I'm doing. So hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you some other time.